So good day to everyone. So our topic is all about the fundamentals of traffic control, specifically to road and traffic signs. So in the fundamentals of traffic control, when we say traffic control, it refers to the procedures, devices, and communication systems that helps vehicles and vessels safely share the same roads, rails, waterways, or airspace. And also, it is a system of traffic engineering, employing prescribed traffic rules and regulation and devices such as signals and markings. So, the traffic control establishes a set of rules and instruction that drivers, pilots, train engineers, and ship captains rely on to avoid collision and other hazards. So in smaller towns with lighter traffic, similar but simpler control devices and engineering techniques are used. So the primary emphasis of traffic control is on the safe and efficient flow of cars, buses, vans, and other lorries over urban streets and highways. So this means, or the means of promoting this can vary from simple improvement of local streets by installing traffic signs and road markings to constructing comprehensive motorway control systems. So what are these systems? So in the fundamentals of traffic control, these are the control techniques that includes these systems. First is access road meters. When we say access road meters, it is used to monitor and control motorway, the closed circuit television surveillance to detect quickly any deterioration in traffic flow, and the emergency services in case of accident and injury. And there are also other traffic control technique. This includes the use of one-way streets, the enforcement of traffic law regulations, channelization such as the building of traffic islands, turning lanes, and so on, and the use of traffic signals. So in the highway traffic control, motorist depends on traffic control devices to avoid collisions and travel safely to their destinations. These traffic control devices for highway travel includes design, signal lights, pavement markings, and a variety of devices placed on over, near, or even under the roadway. So there are 5 methods of highway traffic control. First is the traffic signs. So the traffic signs are the most extensively used form of traffic control, not only in the United States, but also here in the Philippines. So in the US, there are more than 55 million traffic signs that are being placed or erected along the roadsides to provide the information about the speed limits and road condition to the road users. And also these signs and signals direct the traffic along certain routes and to specific destinations. So another one is the pavement markings. These pavement markings separate opposing streams of traffic and direct vehicles into proper position on the roadway. So for example is pavement markings delineate turn lanes at intersections and establish no passing zone. So the white and yellow paint is customarily used for pavement markings, and also reflective devices are more visible at night and are used in some locations to mark lanes and other significant places on the road. And these traffic signs and road markings follow a uniform practice throughout the world and decide to convey information with a minimum of words to avoid confusing drivers unfamiliar with the area and the language. And the uniform pictorial signs and markings have been adapted throughout the Europe and the US. They include uniform sign formats and the sizes and uniform codes regulating traffic flow. Another one is the traffic signal. Traffic signals are installed to permit safe movement of the vehicles and pedestrians at busy intersections. So the signal light is probably the most easily recognized traffic control devices, especially at the busy intersection in large city. So the traffic signals direct streams of vehicles and pedestrians when to go, when to stop, or proceed with the caution. Another one is the priority control. It is one of the oldest method of traffic control. So one form of transportation is given priority by restricting or banning other forms of transportation. So an example of this is in the first century when Roman Emperor Julius Caesar banned wheel traffic from Rome during daytime, which allowed pedestrians and horse riders to move freely around the city. But for now, some modern cities ban or restrict truck travel through certain neighborhoods. Yung mapapansin natin, meron tayong nakikita mga restriction sa mga trucks na bawal pumasok sa ganitong oras. These are what we call the priority control. And the other one is the restraints. Okay, it is an alternative to banning traffic. So the traffic control planners use devices to discourage heavy use of routes. So what are these restraints? So an example of restraints is the building of island in the centers of intersection, forcing drivers to proceed slowly. And also the building of speed bumps that discourage high-speed commuting through residential neighborhood, and also concrete median strips, okay, that prevents vehicles from making turns except at intersection. Okay. So next is the traffic sign. So traffic signs like the traffic signal lights and road markings are used to convey quickly and accurately the wide range of information needed by road users, particularly vehicle drivers, and to promote a safe, efficient, and use of road system. So when we say traffic sign, it refers to any device mounted on portable support whereby a message is conveyed by means of words or symbols officially installed for the purpose of regulating, warning, and guiding traffic. Okay. So the standardization of traffic signs shall conform to the standards set forth in the erection and the display of standard road signs and the markers as prescribed by the Department of Public Works and the Highways, or DPWH, as to the shape, the color, dimension, shape, size, height, and also letterings or symbols. So the traffic signs are installed to serve the following function. First is to control traffic, to safeguard the flow of traffic, to expedite traffic, and to guide the traffic and the motorists. So traffic signs shall be installed only under public authority or by the official having jurisdiction for that purpose, and it shall not bear any commercial advertisement. So the historical background of traffic signs. So the early sign posts were erected by private individuals in Great Britain at their own expense. So in 1648, parishes also required by law to place guideposts at crossroads. So aside from that, in 1733, this and mileposts were required to be erected and maintained by Turnpike Trust. And the Motor Car Act of 1903 made local authorities responsible for placing certain warning and prohibitory signs. So the height of road signs vary can be adjusted to avoid sight obstruction on intersections. Okay. So and also in 1965, the United Kingdom signs were changed to conform the European system. And in 1995, it was estimated that there were 2,500,000 signs and signals, 850,000 road markings, and 7 million road studs on the roads in England alone. However, the US adopted the signs in 1970s and developed a set of national standard for sign color, shape, and usage. But in the Philippines, especially in June 6, 1973, through Presidential Decree 207 declared as part of the laws of the Philippines the UN Vienna Convention on Road Traffic, Signs, Markings, and signals. So the participating countries to this convention have agreed to accept the system of traffic road sign signals and symbol and road markings described in said convention, and to adopt the same to facilitate international road traffic and to increase road safety. Okay. So we'll go now to the international traffic sign. So as explained in the Vienna Convention, the system of signs and signals which has prescribed is based on the use of shape and the colors and also characteristics of each class of sign, and whenever possible on the use of graphic symbol rather than encryption with few exception. Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's continue. So we'll go to the international traffic signs. So as explained in the Vienna Convention, the system of signs and signals which is has been prescribed is based on the use of shapes and the colors, characteristics of its class of sign, and whenever possible on the use of graphic symbols rather than encryption with few exceptions, one of which is the stop sign in the United States. So it has been adopted very likely because it is understood practically by every motorist regardless of nationalities. So the basic sign shapes of international traffic signs are the following. So the round and red signs, it regulates the movement of turning and passing traffic regulation. So kagaya nito. Okay, the round black yellow sign, warning signs that you are approaching the railroad crossings. Ganito siya. And the equilateral triangle red signs, okay, a sign at the intersection directing drivers to yield the right of way to vehicles in the road being crossed. Itong giveaway sign. And the eight-sided or the octagonal red and white stop signs, the most popular and understood sign by all tongues and colors. So ito siya. And triangle red and black signs, approaching a danger zone, hill, slope, winding road, and others. Yan, ganito. So these are the basics sign shape of international traffic signs. Okay. So what are the classification of international traffic signs? So first we have the danger warning signs. So the danger warning signs, these are signs are also known as the caution signs. So these signs have an equilateral triangular shape with one side horizontal and having red borders. So these are signs intended to warn motorists of approaching hazardous road conditions, seek caution for the approaching road hazards, and call the reduction of speed. Okay. So next is the regulatory signs. So these are signs which impose legal restrictions applicable to at particular location, usually enforceable in the absence of such signs. So these are intended to inform the road users of certain laws and regulations and special obligations, instruction, or prohibition which they must comply with, and violation of which constitute misdemeanor. So the classification of regulatory signs is the prohibitive and restrictive signs and the mandatory signs. So this is under the classification of international traffic signs. And the other one is the informative signs. So these signs are also known as the guide signs or direction signs. So the rectangular shape, white colored and blue background is used for informative signs. So green background is usually used for route markers and destination signs. So informative signs are intended to guide the motorists along established routes, inform the motorists of the proper roads, and help motorists along the way in the simplest and direct method. So we'll go now to the classification or categories of road signs or traffic signs in the Philippines. So there are classifications of road signs based from the Department of Public Works and the Highways Road Safety Manual. Okay. So, and as cited by the Land Transportation Office. So, one of the classification of road signs in the Philippines is the regulatory signs. So the regulatory signs indicate the application of legal or statutory requirements. So this signs requires drivers compliance. Okay, so the regulatory signs. These are signs that inform road users of traffic laws and regulations, which, if disregard, will constitute an offense. Okay. So the classification of traffic sign in the Philippines, the